Are we live? Hello, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Here we are, Dave Crane live on Turbo Daily. And I'm in Dubai, live from Dubai, driving very safely. Hello. And, stop it. I was going to share some stuff with you, but I can't remember what I was going to say now because I was trying to check out whether the broadcast was going to happen or not. And Facebook basically said, no, not enough wireless, the signal's bad, redo it. So I switched it off. Or I thought I had, and then next thing I know, we're live. So hello, nice to see you. Yes, I'm driving safely, thanks to Oliver, who, when I posted this on LinkedIn, then said, did he get home safely? Yeah, I'm very, very careful, just to make sure that I drive safely, but don't really pay much attention to to saying hello to you. So when we go towards traffic lights, I go, hello, like that, and stop, and then carry on focusing on the road. So if I don't look you in the eye, it's not because I don't love you, it's purely because I'd rather not crash. Otherwise, driving would be ridiculous. But I just find that there's certain times, I don't know how you find it, certain times when I'm left alone, and left alone on my own, things go through my head. No, when I'm left alone in my car, especially when I'm driving home, I get all these thoughts about all sorts of interesting things, and sometimes you want to share them with somebody, and that's why I've started doing these in-car podcasts, or vlogcasts, videocasts, whatever you want to call them, just to share some ideas with you. I mean, I hope in the future to be able to interview people as well. The only thing I'm thinking of is, though, I drive to work and I drive back from work, and that's when I do the videocasts. So to interview somebody, they'd have to come to my house, stay overnight, and then have breakfast, and then in the morning we can have a conversation live on Facebook. So that's one way to do it. Or I meet them at work, and I interview them in the car on the way home, but then they end up at my house, and I'll go, cheers, thanks for that, really fascinating, glad we could connect. And then they've got to find their own way home. So maybe I have to find some other time and some other place to do these video. I can't work out, is it a vodcast, is it a bog? That's an interesting one. Should I do a bogcast? How are you? Oh, I'm great. No, maybe not, that'd be just disgusting. So what I wanted to talk about was friends, family, and foxy chicks, not necessarily in that order. Because, of course, it's heading towards the summer, and one of the things that happens during the summer here in Dubai, certainly, I'm sure it happens in every place in the world, is people decide that they're going to go travelling, going to see lots of friends and family all around the world, because the summer holidays are always very important. Now, in Dubai, because a large proportion of the people who live in this country are expatriates, going on holiday to meet family and friends combines with, well, both things actually. If you go on holiday, you're probably going to go home first, because that's where all your people are. And so when you go back to see your family, the thing is, it's not really a holiday as such, because what you're doing more than anything is catching up with people who love you or don't love you, and you have no choice really but to catch up with everybody at the same time. But one of the things I've discovered, and I don't mean with disrespect to any of my family, I'm sure they won't take it that way, because it's not really them, but I used to go home for the summer, I give myself about 2 weeks, and I go back to the UK, and I go and visit all my friends, and stay with them for a day or two. But what happens is, if you go back, if you're an expat, certainly in Dubai, I don't know if it's true for an expat for anywhere else in the world, but you go home, and suddenly people won't take any time off to see you. And it's really bad, because you're constantly travelling around the country saying, hi, how are you? And they say, yeah, I finished work at 6 o'clock, let's go out for a drink or so on, or a meal, and you go, yeah, fine. So you go to their town, and you walk around the shopping centres. Of course, everything closes at 5 o'clock, which is not what it happens here. It could be like 12 o'clock, and even during Ramadan, it's like 3 in the morning. So the whole town shuts at 5, and you're left thinking, what am I doing? And you find it at home, wait for them to come back from work, catch up and have a great time. And then, of course, by the time it's going to go to bedtime, you disappear back to your hotel or your room or wherever you're staying, your boarding house. And then you get in the car the next day and travel to see somebody else. And pretty much you're self-sufficient but living out your car. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, and I don't have a problem with my friends at all for that, and I love them for the valuable time that we spend together. However, when they come to see you in Dubai, they suddenly become 5 years old. You can't leave them alone for a second. What happens if I do this? Where do I go? Can you show me to places? Well, why do you go out in the desert? In the desert? What happens? Can you connect me? Is my phone going to work? And suddenly nobody knows how to navigate around unless you take them all the time. And it can become very wearing. I don't have a problem with it again, but it's just amazing that when you go back to your home country,